This documentary is gonna have to go on my will because, like, what do you mean I'm using a tree to record and hold my phone? This is magnificent. I used props specifically out of nature. I'm using nature to its fullest capacity. Whew. I didn't think we would get here. I really didn't think we would get here. I didn't know what the end would look like either once we got here. I didn't know what the here would look like. But we made it to the here. Completed something. I can finish things. I completed therapy group and I went to 4 out of the 6 sessions. We made it to the now and I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't know if anybody expected me to become happy by the end of this. If you did, congrats, you win. If you didn't, I was with you too. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh. But I'm glad we made it, and so I'm going to be going with you guys of the last packets of the DBT group. So I just came from therapy group today. It's like, well, how does therapy work for somebody that's very self-aware? No, it works, and it works really bad to the point I secretly started crying during session today, and I had to wipe my tears, wipe my snot, and it's just like, whoo. And I always ponder the what if. I always having feelings of guilt, shame, embarrassment, maybe even bitterness towards another person or blame on somebody else instead of taking accountability. And it's like, oh, you can't do that, Summer. So looks like we're going to be doing our therapy homework today. Embrace your flaws. It's the only way through, even if you don't like what looks back in the mirror. A lot of the times we create our own personal hell, not because we want to, but because we're scared. I genuinely think I'm suffering from imposter syndrome. I don't know who I am. I don't know who the fuck I am. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in life. I've spent 3 years in college and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I feel like the way everybody else sees me, then how I view myself, and then what the things I truly do are, all 3 of them are so different. Oh, and let me add a 4th. Who I want to be, all 4 things are just so vastly different that it's to the point that I literally think I have imposter syndrome. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I am so lost in life. And I get it, being in your 20s. It's all about being lost in life, finding yourself. It's all about, life is all about death and rebirth. And it's just like, how many times do I have to keep dying to come back alive? When am I just going to be able to live? Why do I keep dying? How many more chapters and layers of skin do I have to shed until I'm done dying? One thing that is linear about life is that pain is inevitable. So when life gives you lemons, shout out to Beyonce, make some lemonade. The final packet says, reducing vulnerability to emotion mind, building a life worth living. Now, I will say this, I do feel like my life is worth living. I haven't felt that for a very long time. And you want to know when I felt like it was worth it? When Professor Hume told me that he submitted our film to a film festival. And I was like, talking to me? He's not talking to me. I'm so excited. I think it's so cool that I can literally send out. I'm still astonished by this. I am flabbergasted. What do you mean there's a flyer, and in the flyer there's a little clip of me, and I can post it and send it to people to promote the film festival. Isn't that insanity? That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Never in a million years. Wow. Oh my goodness. The film festival was really monumental for me for this semester. It was like, that was something that was like a highlight. Like, that was my biggest highlight. I felt important. I felt like somebody. And that was really thanks to Professor Hume. There was like, when I was talking to my therapist about it today, and I was like, it was like there was a sense, like he stored like a sense of light back into me. And then she was like, that's a beautiful thing. And I'm just like, but that's really what it was. Like, you know how they say how Stella got her groove back? It's really like how Summer got her spark back. A way to remember these skills is to remember the turn ABC, please. A is accumulate positive emotions. Short term, do pleasant things that are possible now. Long term, make changes in your life so that the positive events will make more often in the future. Build a life worth living. Do pleasant things that are possible now. I started going out and started partying. And that's important because my therapist told me that I don't have fun and I need to go out and have fun. So what did I do? I went out and had fun. I had me a ball. Introduce yourself. I'm Brianna. She's Brianna. I'm Summer. In terms of school, I'm really good at some classes. Like, it's like memory light work. Other classes I do have to dedicate more time aside to focus on it, and it's doable. It's just like I just have to force myself to do it. But like, I'm not in a position where I don't want to do it, where I didn't want to do anything and everything was piling up. I'm not in that position right now. I'm happy. So accumulate positive emotions. I'm having a positive self-concept in my relationship towards school. I'm not depressed about it. I feel like I could do this. I was finally able to start my minor this semester, which is law and history. And como se dice, I'm a boss. I'm a beast. I'm a boss, bro. Here's me going in for another practice round because lawyers have to be precise. No room for error. No room for mistakes. Precision only. Precision is key. And here's me losing my mind. But I did get a 94. And I watch Two Bro Girls while I do my work. And I'm old school. And I do everything in a notebook because it's really fundamental. The old heads were right. They were right in elementary school. Like, I'm not depressed about school anymore. I feel like I could do this. I'm here. I got here. Since I started, I might as well fucking finish. Shit. Shit. I logged into FAFSA and I see how much I owe in loans right now. Like, and it's not nothing bad, but it's just like, okay. Like, okay, I could pay it. But then also on top of that, it's like, I want to go to law school, and that's another thing. Oh. Let this be an example to keep your dreams to yourself until they're accomplished. Evil eye is all around you. Beware. The B stands for build mastery. Do things that make you feel competent and effective to combat helplessness and hopelessness. And I think that's something that is big. Because I feel like a lot of the times with depression, you start to, since you really can't do anything because you're not in the capacity to do it mentally, like you're just drained and you just can't do it. And a lot of people don't understand what it feels to be depressed. I haven't eaten anything since Thursday. It's Saturday, 9:44 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything since Thursday night. I'm kind of hungry, but I don't want to eat anything. I don't want to. But let me just tell you, it's not a good feeling. You will feel at your all-time low. You'll be at your all-time lowest. And you feel like you can't do much. And you feel like a fucking failure. And don't start failing your classes. You haven't been like doing what you need to do to make sure you achieve these goals. And it's sad. I'll tell the truth, it's sad. And it's like, how are you gonna do the things that you want to do? And I need my actions to align with my goals. And it's like, I struggle with discipline. Oh my gosh, I struggle with discipline so bad. It sucks to feel like you're a failure and you're just watching everybody around you do good, even strangers. You're seeing strangers and everyone that you just know in a close proximity doing so much better than you. And it's like, why can't you do the same shit? Truth be told. It's really like, it's heartbreaking, it's depressing, and it's like, who do you have to blame but yourself? Who do you have to blame but yourself? I hope I like look back on this and I use it to, oh my gosh. Wow, this is a message and this is a word, because it's like I'm 18 and I'm telling myself this at 20, almost 21. I turned 21 in 4 months, July 8th. It is April 8th. Oh my gosh, my birthday's in 3 months. I'm almost 21 and I have to be reminded this from my 18-year-old self. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Oh my gosh. Okay. Dear future self, right now, you might be thinking, man, it's just one assignment. It's okay, I'll do it later. Man, it's okay, I did all my assignments. I could just turn in one late. It won't matter. I could just not do one. I could just take a 0. It'll all weigh out. Do the work. Do the work. Do you remember how I felt like when you stayed up till 6:30, 7 in the morning doing a project? Only had like an hour of sleep. Do you remember what that felt like? You didn't like that, did you? No. Do you remember what it felt like when you fell a month behind in school and you wanted to drop out? Take a leave of absence? Do you remember that? Exactly. Do you want to go through that again? That one assignment turns into hundreds of assignments. Turns into 2 missed exams. I didn't even know we had exams. Turns into 1 midterm. I didn't even know we had 2 missed quizzes. I didn't even know. Now you got 4 Fs, a 0 grade, a C. Like, come on. And I'll graduate from Rutgers. Yeah. But I just feel so bad that I had to remind myself that at the age of 18 and I'm 20, almost 21 in exactly 3 months. And I need to soak that in, because what she said, what this girl right here said, this girl, because I'm a woman now, I'm supposed to be a woman. Am I acting like a woman? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm handling. If you start failing your classes, it's just like, damn, what am I doing? What am I doing? So, doing things that make me feel competent. What makes Summer feel competent? I can critically think and think of a bigger concept from something else. When I can stem one thing from another and I can start connecting theories and thoughts and just things, I feel my most competent, because I feel like that can spark a really intellectual conversation. And I don't really have those often, like in class, yeah, but it's like I don't have them too often. And it's just like I love to be able to do that, and like, you know, every now and then pull a trick out my sleeve and like show people that. And finally, please take care of your mind by taking care of your body. Treat physical illness, balance eating, a steak burrito from El Jefe's, avoid mood altering substances. So I've come to the realization that in order to better myself and to go the direction I want to go in life and be the person I want to be and achieve the things that I want to do long term, I have to give up my vices. I have to give up my vices. I have to give up my bad habits. I'm in the park mourning who I was, who I am, who I'm gonna be. I'm mourning. It feels really freeing. It's really freeing to be outside and be in nature. Balanced sleep. Every morning, I say I'm gonna wake up at 8, and then I do this. I close my eyes and go back to sleep. And I say 5 more minutes. Because I just need 5 more minutes. Yeah, no, it's 10:30. I kept snoozing the alarm for about 2 hours. Nope, for 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is a daily occurrence. But it's mind over matter. It's mind over matter. And get exercise. This didn't last for long. Not at all. Treat physical illness. I do take my medications every day. I make sure to, because it's not a pretty sight when I don't. Roll the clip. I haven't taken my meds in 3 days. I forgot how bad it feels to be so shitty. To just feel horrible. And I hate this feeling. And I just can't stop crying. And it just feels like everything is crashing down at once. And I can't pinpoint what the problem is. Yeah, that's what it looks like when I go 3 days without my medicine, just because I forgot. So I make sure I take her every day. It's called balance. I'm learning balance and consistency. Imagine this: Summer Washington, attorney at law. That got a ring to it. My whole name already has a ring to it. Summer Camille Love Washington. But Summer Camille Love Washington, attorney at law. It has a ring to it. I'm going somewhere with this, and I'm gonna go somewhere in my future. Summer Camille Love Washington. That name is big. It needs to be broadcasted on televisions, billboards, magazines. And I've decided I want to be a Black activist and poet, which means I'm going to be a New York Times bestselling author. When I was younger, I've always had hopes and dreams of being a YouTuber. So this isn't like a mockumentary or anything. This is a MockTube channel. This is my MockTube channel. So imagine this as like, this is what people would see throughout my channel, right? This is the content I'm putting out. Yeah, I gotta make sure my content's interesting. That's one way to get out of depression. Wow. That's one way to get out of depression. I did something I've never done before. Make life fun. And my therapist said I didn't know how to have fun. She actually said I don't have fun, but tomato. Hey guys, so I stopped recording yesterday and I wasn't able to close out yesterday's outro, but that's okay because I'll just do it now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. I have so much more content coming out for you guys. Who knows? Maybe next time you see me, I'll be a millionaire.